Everyone, it's Amy, and I'm here doing a video about the Tamagotchi 4U. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I wanted to share my thoughts and feelings and a review. And I have since picked up a faceplate and strap since my last video, and wanted to just quickly talk about those accessories as well. So, first things, the Tamagotchi 4U is a little bit different from past models in that this one, Bandai really tried to target not only children but women in their 20s. So keeping in mind that that was their target demographic, a lot of the changes in the programming of this Tamagotchi as well as the accessories makes a lot of sense. So first of all, a woman in their 20s is most likely on the go with either a full-time job, part-time jobs, a student, any possible one of those or other things that would keep them, out and about throughout most of the day. So in Bandai's, ideal world, a woman in their 20s has this on them everywhere they're going, which is why they designed this strap, which has I'm just going to put it in the plant here, has this big jewel on it, which is really awesome, and on the back is a clip that you can clip onto your clothes. Let me see if I can get this at the right angle where you can actually see what I'm talking about. You see that, and you press on this black lever, and you can snap it onto your clothes, and then it has a little tiny snap here, which when you unclip it, it has on a 3.5 foot long tension cord. So I'm going to quickly strap this onto my pants and do a demonstration of how this would work in a practical real-life situation. So this is what the Tamagotchi looks like when it's strapped onto you. I just have it through my belt loop for the purpose of this video, and most people probably wouldn't strap it onto their pants as it's a little bit sort of in the way of everything, but again, you strap it onto yourself, and I'm assuming that Bandai hopes that a woman in their 20s would have it strapped onto their bag or maybe their pants, whatever, and would be walking down the street and pass by a touch spot, whether it's in a train station or at a bookstore or at a, one of those Gashapon type vending machines, and they would just unclip that right there and take the Tamagotchi and tap it onto the touch spot. And once they were done, it would just retract right back in. And then you could continue on your merry way. So I'm assuming that that was, a big part of the design. And in the case for kids who would have it, same deal. They could have it strapped into their backpack. They could have this around their wrist. It's just like a way for a parent to have to worry about their kid misplacing or losing their Tamagotchi. So having it clipped onto them is really convenient. And I like that idea better than I like the typical lanyard around the neck, because that was just always trying to wear that around my neck. The first time you bend over to do anything, to pick up a pencil that fell on the floor or anything, you smack yourself in the face, or it smacks the edge of a table, and it's just not good. It's not good. So that's my thoughts about the strap. And as you can see, this gem is just super, super sparkly. It has so many facets, and it's really, really cool. And the strap is colored metal with a designed ribbon woven through it. And then just a little tag right here that says Bandai Wiz on it, which is not coming into focus. There we go. Okay. And then the faceplates, which are interchangeable. There's a little notch here where you could just pop the faceplate out and pop a new one in. I like this particular design because some of my favorite characters are making an appearance here. There's Kuchipachi, Mamechi, Lovelichi, Kiririchi, Yumamichi, Melodichi, Memechi, and these two girls whose names I don't know or quite frankly care to know, although they are quite cute. So anyway, so again, keeping in mind the target demographic of women in their 20s being on the go and being very busy, this is ideal because it doesn't require much care like previous models, like the Tamagotchi peas, for example, which if you left your Tamagotchi unattended for a full day, 8 hours, 9 hours until you got home in the evening, it would most likely be dead. These new ones don't really die. I guess they would have their stuff packed and ready to hit the road because they would be very upset with you for leaving them to poop all over the floor and starve to death. So, with this one, I accidentally left it unpaused and, without the nanny feature, and was at work thinking, well, it left. It packed its stuff and it up and left, and I'm going to come home to an empty Tamagotchi house. But much to my surprise, not only had it not left, it hadn't packed a bag or whatever they do on this model, and there was just one little, poop on the floor, and he was pretty happy otherwise, which was a really great surprise. I literally have this sitting in dirt. I don't know why I'm putting it in this plant, but anyway, it's really easy to care for, is the point that I'm trying to make. You don't need to constantly worry if it's pooping all over the floor and starving to death. It's a really easy Tamagotchi to run. I consider it a fancy pet rock. And when I'm in the mood for more of a challenge or a pet that requires a bit more care, I need to be more attentive and has more features and things to unlock, I will pop batteries into the Tamagotchi P. So this is a nice change. And, perhaps there were consumer reviews where people were saying that their kids were having a hard time taking care of the Tamagotchi Ps. Perhaps it required too much. And so they, released this sort of simpler model. And I have to be honest, I really don't hate it. I really love it. And I, like I said, just consider it my fancy pet rock. I can look in on it from time to time and feed it and play a game with it. And if, I'm not in the mood, I can just kind of have the nanny come and take care of her, which I will demonstrate right now. The nanny comes in and she stays with her Tamagotchi for most of the day until around whatever sundown is on the Tamagotchi. So you say yes and the nanny stays, and your little Tama loves it. She's ecstatic. She has her cute little bow on, and the nanny will bring out this book and start reading it to her, and at first her Tamagotchi's like, this is a cute story, and then hates it, and cries, and the nanny's like, oh, alright, well, I'll put that book away. And then your Tamagotchi promptly forgets that she was upset and goes about her merry way. And apparently the nanny forgets too, because seconds later she pulls out the same book and tries again. So that's about the only animation that you'll see when your Tamagotchi has the nanny over, and then you just hit any button when you're ready to come back. And your Tamagotchi is always very happy to see you. And then the nanny goes home. And it's not something where you need to spend your coins like on the Tamagotchi Ps. And there she goes. And then the Tamagotchi is back in your care. So I hope that this review sort of made sense. It's an easier to take care of Tamagotchi, and I don't hate that about it. I'm glad that I'm able to have a choice now where if I want to have all of the experiences of a Tamagotchi without constantly worrying about it, I can run this one. And then if I'm in the mood for a more interactive pet, I can put batteries in my Tamagotchi Ps. And I'm hoping to get a second one in purple at some point. I will be buying that probably in a couple months if I can afford it. And I'm looking forward to the connection features. I have no idea what that's like, and I'm sure it's super cute. And like the boxes say for the Tamagotchi 4U and the straps and the faceplates, it's all about coordinating your Tamagotchi 4U, and they have different border settings, and the backgrounds for the houses are a more like sort of affordable price. Instead of being thousands of coins, they're all only 500 coins, which is nice. And they're sort of treating it like a fashion accessory this time, more so than a really intensive virtual pet, if that makes sense. And again, this is just my feelings. I'm not saying that I'm right about any of this. I'm just, sort of hypothesizing about what Bandai's logic was behind making it simpler to take care of and less complicated than the Tamagotchi Ps. So please share your thoughts and feelings in the comments if you want. Tell me what you think. If you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right, if what your feelings are, just please share with me. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video, and I'll be back soon with a collection video. Bye!